Well, hell. My phone crapped out because it got overheated when I was in the car. It's like 100 degrees out here right now. I was in the car in the AC, but the sun bearing down through the window. Okay, so anyway, tell him we're going to have issues if he shoots my dog. Well, the other day, he took the lawnmower into the fenced yard. Our backyard is fenced, which is really good for Jax because he's got room to run, and it's shady because there's lots of trees in our backyard. Plus, there's woods in the back part of our house. But it's not the biggest fenced yard, but it's enough that he could actually romp around and not be chained up like the previous owners that had him. Getting his chain wrapped around and things, and getting his water spilt and food spilt and get tangled and all that kind of stuff in this heat. That would not have been good. So the other day, Dad took the riding lawnmower, into the fenced yard where Jax is at. But he left the gate open. I'm thinking on purpose, to be honest. I don't know for sure. It could be, old age and forgetting. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Trying. But if it was on purpose, then things didn't go as he thought it would. Because instead of Jax taking off, and escaping, Jax went up on the deck and stayed there until Dad got done mowing. Good Jax. Yes. He's an awesome dog. So he knows where he's loved and fed. So I'm glad he actually went up on the porch. I'm serious. He is such an awesome dog. I cannot praise this dog enough. Does have a little bit of an issue with pulling still. But overall, awesome. He actually got loose for me. He actually got so excited he actually pulled the leash out of my hand the other day. Because he's like, I want to smell this, I want to smell that, I want to pee on this, I want to pee on that. So I thought he was actually going to take off. But I was actually able to tell him, sit. And he sat. So I was actually to get him back in check and let him go around and smell where he wanted to smell everything. So he's my baby. Actually, all three of my fur babies are my babies. Anyway, so because of all the stress overload that I'm dealing with, being sick to it's like every day lately I'm being sick to my stomach. I have upset tummy, you want to throw up, and you feel nauseous and everything. It's been rough lately. And also, for the last 2 months, I've had 6 bloody noses. Like I said, the last 2 months since Mom died. Which until recently, I think I'd only had 2 bloody noses ever in my entire life. And that was only just like last year, I think. And that was because of the the dry air in the house during winter. That's the only bloody noses I've ever had previously. So, plus my blood pressure has been sky high. Oh my God, it's been just an example, a couple examples of my numbers recently. 179 over 111, 193 over 117, and my recent one, 203 over 121. So, and etc. There's others also, but that's just a couple of the examples. So fighting with myself and upping my blood pressure meds, I've been fighting with myself, fighting with my body to to keep my blood pressure down, I'm having to take extra blood pressure medicine to attempt to keep it down, which not always successful. It's been rough. I gotta keep it down because otherwise I'm gonna have a stroke or heart attack. I ain't got time for that. So I heard somebody arguing or something. Plus, there's a little 17-year-old that comes here to dialysis with her grandpa. He goes into dialysis like Anthony does, and she sits out in the foyer waiting the 4 hours like I do. He has her grandpa has the dialysis, but she's currently his caregiver. Long story short, she has an online boyfriend in Texas that supposedly she has had for 3 years. She's never met him, but she claims him as her online boyfriend. He's using her in so many ways, and also telling her tons of lies. And I hate to say it, but she's not too bright. She's not bright enough to realize it. He tells her he's a millionaire. He tells her that he owns a Bugatti car, which they cost millions, etc., etc., etc. He tells her all these wild stories that he's beat up 27 guys in a fight, in a bar fight, just the other night. Or the I can't even think of some. He's a security guard at a guard place, and he works full time while still going to school. Which, who knows? Maybe, I don't know, because I know that there are some people, some teenagers that have jobs while going to school, but a full-time job. And at the same time, he claims to have a second full-time job too. It's not just the one job. I don't know. I don't remember what he said the other job was. So he's claiming that he has 2 full-time jobs. The girl just boggles my mind. Let's see, was it? Everyone she's told here at dialysis about this guy, and all the stories he's told her that she tells everybody. We all know that he's a player, but she won't listen. She's got her head in the clouds and she won't listen. Her parents have a parental control thing on her phone so that she can't go to certain websites or make certain phone calls and stuff like that. So because of it, she can't call this boy to talk to him out loud. I think somehow on the game, the Roblox game that she plays, occasionally she's able to talk to him on video there or something. But I don't know. I think it's mostly text. So from what I gather, it's mostly she can text him on the Roblox game. So the other day, she tried to manipulate me into letting her use either my phone or Anthony's phone, which I always have both my phone and his phone, so she could call this boy. I told her no, which made her mad. And about that time, her grandpa came into the building after smoking, and she instantly clammed up about the whole situation. I told Anthony about the situation after he got out of dialysis, so he knows what's going on. Then today, right in front of me, she told Anthony about the situation in an attempt to make him feel sorry for her and for him to make her... Sorry, I thought thought someone's coming out. Make him feel sorry for her and for him to make me lend her one of the phones. So I spoke up and told her right to her face that the answer is still going to be no to her using the phones, and that I had already talked to him about things and he was in agreement with me for not letting her use the phones because of this boy. Even Anthony thinks that he's using her like big time. He's playing her. Oh my God. Which that made her even more mad that she couldn't manipulate the situation and get her way. For one, I don't think she was expecting me to speak up, especially right in front of Anthony. And secondly, I think she thought she was gonna talk Anthony into making me do what she wanted. But her plan backfired. So after Anthony and everyone else went to the dialysis part of the building, I let her know to her face that was extremely rude of her to try to manipulate Anthony into for me to give the phone to her to use, and to not do that again. She wasn't expecting that either. I seriously don't mean to be mean, but the girl is not smart at all. I'm not trying to be mean at all. This is actual legit. Because of a lot of the things she has said. I can't even think of most of the list of things that she's said. It just boggles my mind. I say that because Anthony and I and others have mentioned to her that she could be paid by the state to take care of her grandpa. And because of it, she could have money of her own. Learn how to manage her own money, get her license and get a car, save to get her own place, or continue living with her family if she chose, get a checking account and savings account, etc. Because she's almost 18. So, I mean, she's almost an adult. And she doesn't know how to manage money at all. I'm not even joking. She doesn't know how to count 20s. She's actually told me that many times, as well as the rest, but particularly with 20s. Like I said, let alone she can barely count money. Her family won't allow her to get a driver's license or a car or bank account. Her grandpa won't do what needs to be done for her to get paid by the state. She claims she's been homeschooled, but obviously not very well because she doesn't know how to do even the basic of things. Other than sit around and play video games all day. That's all she knows how to do. Literally. Anthony the other day told her the amount of money that she could potentially be getting paid by the state to take care of her grandpa per month. She instantly thought she could get the money and flee the country, which by that she meant that she thought she could run away to Texas to be with her boyfriend. She thinks Texas is a foreign country. Anthony told her that Texas is part of the United States. So then she said, okay, she'd flee to Houston, which she doesn't realize that Houston is part of Texas. This is just a few examples of what we've been dealing with this girl. It's almost like her family have locked her away in a closet and she seriously doesn't know anything about how the world works. The Texas thing and the Houston thing, that's just part of the things that she doesn't know about, as well as count money, bank account, the whole 9 yards. She doesn't know anything other than playing computer games on Roblox. Like I said, it's just like, seriously, like they locked her away in a closet. She doesn't know anything about life, and along with it, the boy she is talking to is just feeding her tons of lies. So I was like, me, Anthony, and other people here at Diocese have tried to help her. You know, granted, a lot of it depends on her family letting her. That's the key. But she's almost an adult. What are they going to do? Continue locking her away? I'm guessing. On the upside of things, Anthony, Jax, Bruce, and Diana are all helping me with dealing with everything. With Anthony, I can vent to him to bounce my thoughts off of him, and he gives me useful solutions to at least some of the problems with Dad, ones he can. I know he doesn't have all the answers, but he's helped me with quite a bit of it. Jax, my dog, gives me tons of smiles, giggles, and is an awesome distraction from my daily problems. Oh my God, I love that dog. I love Bruce and Diana too, but I love my dog. Then Bruce and Diana, my kitties, they come to snuggle with me at the end of the day and help me calm down, relax as I pet them and listen to their purrs. So, and I'm sure this video got quite long, and I'm sorry, but no, actually, no, I'm not sorry. So, I needed to vent, and other than Anthony, I really don't have anybody else to vent to. So, I'm trying to deal with a lot. Trying to take care of the house, you know, all the cooking and, you know, the daily meals, planning the daily meals, the shopping, trying to save money when shopping, all this kind of stuff ever since Mom has died, as well as paying all the bills. And I hate to say it, but Dad's income and our income is not covering all the bills. I don't know what I'm going to do. Even with chronic fatigue, I guess I'm going to have to find a job. And I don't know what I could do. We're in shit creek. Let's put it that way. I am so stressed lately. And then Dad, you know, causing his issues, you know, pretty much every couple days trying to start arguments with me. That's how he did with Mom. But I've gotten where I can fight back with him and not cry. Which I'm crying a little bit right now, but I'm stressed. But when let me put it this way, I never start a fight because I hate conflict like the plague. But if a fight comes to me, I ain't backing down. Honey, I'll fight like a honey badger. Guess, believe that. I hate to say it, but Dad and he started crap with me, and I tore into him like a honey badger without crying, because I'm not taking the crap. I've taken his crap for so long, for my entire life. I ain't doing it anymore. So I stand up to him now, and I hold my ground. I don't like fighting. I don't like conflict. So I don't know why he keeps... Actually, I know why he keeps starting crap with me, because he does it for entertainment. I'm not even kidding. Many times when he'd start fights with Mom, he'd get her all upset and she'd be bawling. He'd go over and sit in his chair and with a smirk on his face while watching her. So he's not getting that same satisfaction with me. And he's not liking it. Good. I just dropped the phone. But I'm not giving him the satisfaction of gloating about starting an argument. But it keeps on. Well, I keeps on giving me issues with the cooking and the food and everything. I want to say keep on. He's going to be cooking for himself, do all the cooking himself. But at the same time, I don't want him cooking for Anthony and I, because his cooking is not very good. I hate to say it, but it's true. His food, let's put it this way, he made little breakfast sandwiches here recently. I don't know what he did to them. I really don't. But when he wasn't looking, I tried to eat half of it. I tried to eat it. I tried to eat the whole thing. I think I only got through a quarter of it, to be honest. I said half at first, but it's only like a quarter of it. So when he wasn't looking, I wrapped it up in my napkin and hid it in my lap. Gave it to Jax later. That's how bad it was. So, anywho, I'm gonna scoot for now. I know this is long. I'll probably make this into a 2-part video since the phone crapped out on me anyway. Ugh. So, but yeah, that's what I'll do is I'll make it a 2-parter. So, all right, I'm gonna scoot. If you guys are new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Please keep me in thought and prayer on all this stress and dealing with Dad. I don't want to argue with me. I don't want to argue with him. I really don't. I've never liked conflict. And it's like I have conflict with him constantly. I feel sorry for Mom and what she had to deal with him for 57 years, which the other day was her birthday, June 23rd. Normally he has almost, I kid you not, this is not an exaggeration, he has almost a photographic memory when it comes to particularly family, but even some friends, birthdays, anniversaries, death dates, this, that, and the other. Even from family that has died years and years ago. Even family that has died before he was born. He knows all the dates and stuff. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, recently he forgot my birthday. He mentioned it like a week later. But then the other day, he forgot Mom's birthday. Even though I had told him a couple days prior to Mom's birthday that I had gone to the store to get some, I looked for coconut shrimp for her, to do an honorary dinner for her birthday. Because she loved coconut shrimp for her birthday. Every single year, last couple years, I have fixed coconut shrimp for her, egg rolls, General Tso's, and chicken fried rice. Because that's what she wanted for her birthday. So this year, I went to the store and I looked for coconut shrimp. 2 days in a row. It's actually one day and then like 3 or 4 days later, I think it was. I get my days mixed up, so they kind of blend together. But yeah, it was one day and then like 3 or 4 days later, I looked for coconut shrimp and they didn't have any. So I got butterfly shrimp as the improvision. And I told him that was going, prior to me making the dinner, a couple days later, or earlier. Stressed. Can't think. But I let him know that was going to be her honorary birthday dinner. Didn't say anything at all. So I don't know about the man. And what really gets me is how at the dinner table when he's praying a couple days after Mom's memorial service, he accidentally let it slip when he was praying to God that he prayed for this day for 20 years. He prayed for her to die. At least that's what he said. That was what came out of his mouth. That he prayed for this for 20 years. I cannot fathom. And since then, he's been happy as a lark that she's no longer alive. I cannot imagine being married to somebody 57 years and then all of a sudden you're just okay that she's gone and dead. But yet he claims that he loved her. So, and I'm sure I'll have trolls on here coming to give me grief, but like, you know, oh well. You can kiss my booty. You haven't lived with a man. So, anywho, I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.